everybody. Welcome back to my stage 4 journey. Cheryl and I here. Um, it's April 16th. I know it's been a while again. The last couple of weeks, once again, has not been in my favor.
More adventures.
Not as bad as what the last ones have been, but nevertheless, I ended up in the hospital. This time it was just for one day. It was 24 hours. 23
Not
hours.
even.
23 hours is what they want to say.
Thank goodness.
For insurance billing purposes. But Monday, April 4th, Cheryl has bowling on Mondays.
Woohoo!
And
I had my high score that night.
of course you did.
Of course I did.
But
and then I came home.
Go ahead.
And heard strange noises upstairs.
Once again, I was in the bathroom throwing up. I had to go to town to get some medicine at the pharmacy. And while I was in town, I thought that I would just stop and get some fast food to eat for dinner. I didn't feel like cooking anything. So I stopped at a fast food joint, and I'm not going to say the name, because it might have just been...
You have times where you're nauseous anyway, and not
but anyhow,
feeling well, but this might have been icing on the cake.
I ended up in the bathroom throwing up, and it got to the point where I was throwing up blood, so Cheryl said, come on, let's go to the hospital. So I went to the hospital, and they took me right back, and they...
You had a temperature.
I had a little bit of a fever, and they, of course, they ran all the blood tests, and
your white blood count was up a little bit.
I thought the white blood count was up. It was the white blood count, and the enzymes in my liver were elevated. So they started treating me right away for sepsis, as they did some other testing with the bacteria. And they went ahead and put me on some heavy doses of some antibacterial stuff. Antibiotics.
And fluids.
Fluids, of course.
And nausea medicine.
And painkillers. Like I said, they kept me overnight. It took a while to get all that testing done. So the next morning, they... what time did you come into the hospital? It wasn't that late. It wasn't that late because it wasn't that long after you got there. The doctor come in and released me.
It was around noon, and we left around 3.
Yeah. So that was one thing.
You were admitted at 6 a.m.
Was it? I know it wasn't long because I.
So I got a couple hours of sleep.
Turned the TV on, and I did fall asleep, and they seemed like they brought breakfast right in. So it must have been pretty early in the morning. But I got out of the hospital. They found it was not sepsis.
It could have been.
It could have been. But the end result, what they thought it could have been, is food poisoning, maybe from the fast food joint, which it could have been.
I think it was lots of things. But
I think it was a bunch of things together.
But we got information and results from, they did a CT scan.
They did a x-ray of my chest, and also did a CAT scan of my chest, and they didn't find anything new in there. What they did find was that big spot that I have in between my spine and my lungs, that esophagus that they can't get to do anything with, actually shrinking a little bit. So
the size of it, I think it was 2 millimeters smaller, in size.
Which I'll take that over growing any day.
And there was no new lung nodules that they saw.
So there was some good news that came out of that hospital stay, and but that wasn't it for the week. I've just been feeling really, really bad, and I haven't been able to do anything. I've been sleeping 16, 18, 20 hours a day some days, and just not feeling good. And so that week I was in the hospital. I had this already planned.
You also got your MRI done
I had
that
to get
week.
my MRI
The next day.
of my brain done, which I did the next day. I had to go up to Chambersburg to get that done. Mom took me up for that because there was no way I was going to drive.
He wasn't allowed.
But we were able to look at the results of the scan before we saw the doctor, which we normally do. But we didn't see the doctor until April 10th, and it was over the like a Zoom meeting over the computer, and it was all good news. Every how did he put it?
I'm looking.
Um,
The radiation oncologist immediately said your scan was perfect.
Perfect. That's what he said. The scan was perfect. Everything is shrinking the way it should be.
It's going the way it's supposed to.
And it will continue to do that. And it will not let any new ones grow in that spot. So that was some really good news we had that week.
And the radiation summary of the MRI, the radiologist stated that it was substantial improvement of the...
It's going to take months more to be completely gone. And I'd get another MRI of my brain in, what did he say, 2.5 months?
Yes.
Yeah, 2.5 months.
And it's going to keep on killing
And
the DNA.
He wants me to go up to use his MRI scanner up in York. So we're going to have to go up there for that.
Because they will have comparison.
It's just a much better machine up there. It's brand new.
But also the comparison of their previous reports with an updated report
that's true.
is going to be the same equipment.
Yep.
So they will know exactly how much they have shrunk.
Yeah.
So that was great news, and we were just so happy. And well, you were still feeling bad, so it was hard.
I'm still feeling real bad.
It was hard for you to
take that as good news because I just felt so bad. So the following week, I don't know which day it was, but Mom took me to. It was on Thursday last week.
Because I was teaching.
Because she had to teach, and I didn't want her to have to worry about taking off from school and teaching. And so Mom took me to the regular oncologist, and I told him how bad I've been feeling, and sleeping all the time, and not able to eat anything at all.
You get nauseated.
And I get nauseated real bad. My back was hurting me something fierce.
You had terrible pain. And
pains in my leg.
Impacting your walking, your mobility. It's hard for you to get around.
Just wasn't the life that I wanted to live.
And we talked about your quality of life.
Yeah.
How you're sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah, because I've been dealing this stage 4 for 5 or 6 years now. Dealing with kidney cancer stage 3 from January of 2016. So it's been a long time dealing with it. But I just was not feeling good at all. And I just didn't feel like I wanted to live like that anymore. And I told him that. He said, okay, so let's take a break. So I'm on a 3-week break of the Cabo Medics. And then when I do start back up, I do go see him before I start the medicine back up. And I think that needs to be scheduled yet. I don't think they've scheduled it. But of course, it's going to be 3 weeks or less. I'll be starting back on the Cabo Medics at a half a dose at the 20 milligram dosage that I was on originally. Now, when I first started taking this Cabo Medics 4 or 5 years ago, it was my first line of medicine that I was on. I started with the 40s just like I did now, and the side effects were different then. I didn't have the bone pain like I'm having now. It was mainly just my hands and feet had the sores all over them, and I couldn't eat nothing.
But your body has
And
been
then they switched
through.
me to 20 milligrams, and I was able to handle that for almost 2 years.
Your body's been through a lot, and
Yeah,
you're also on other medication right
a
now.
lot of different medicines.
That I mean, your body is still recovering from a pulmonary embolism and
Yeah,
GI issues,
yeah.
and so you're dealing with a totally different set of rules, so to say.
So that was that week, last week. Um,
You had enough energy on. You had some energy on Friday. You said you were feeling better on Friday.
yeah,
I I come
we're
home
getting out.
usually what
We're getting out. We're getting way ahead, but that's fine.
no, go ahead.
Um, the week that I went to, let's see, that was been after Easter. So we missed Easter. I was feeling good enough to go down to my mom's for Easter dinner. A good bit of the family was there. I say a good bit, more than usual.
They were
Um,
happy to see you.
all
Very
three
happy.
of my nephews were there. My nephew that's married and has 2 kids that were there with with the kids,
Got to see the kids.
and that was fun. And a cousin and aunt that live away, don't get to see very often, was there. They've been trying to hook up with me for a while now.
You got a
And
Corvette ride.
my cousin is retired Baltimore City fire department. I forget what rank he was, but he was up there. He did it for like 30 years. He's retired now, and he's had Corvettes in the past, but he decided he was going to trade his older vets in. He had two. One was his dad's, and his dad passed away, and he's been keeping his dad's. And anyhow, he traded those 2 Corvettes in on a brand new 2023 Corvette Stingray, and he's been wanting to take me a ride in it, and I've been wanting to go for a ride in it. So him and I left the uh, Easter egg hunt early, and he took me for a ride, and wow, what a trip that was. He didn't really speed or go nuts in it, but the little bit that he got on it, I tell you, it's something else. It's an amazing vehicle, and I see why they're so expensive, because there's a lot to them. It's like driving a race car on the road.
Lots
It
of
really
bells
is.
and whistles.
Oh, unbelievable. So by the time we got back from the car ride, they were done with the Easter egg hunt, so I didn't get the film of the end of the Easter egg hunt, but I did get some film of dinner and the start of the Easter egg hunt, and we'll be playing that. Those 2 scenes after we get done here, and then there's a couple more videos in there of in between the past 2 weeks that you'll be able to watch. One is of Cheryl had the camera out back with the
My baby
peeper
peepers.
frogs out at the pond, so you'll get to listen to the peepers a little bit, and then there is a short video of a day that I just felt good, and we went for a ride, and so there's going to be a couple more little scenes after we get done here. I think we got enough said today right now, don't we? Didn't we pretty much touch everything and where we've been the last couple weeks?
Yeah.
So I appreciate y'all sticking by me, and I did get a few more messages from people that are worried, and I'm sorry I didn't get back to you. It's just been a pretty rough couple weeks. So I'm glad you guys are still
Thank you for all
hanging
your
in there.
encouragement and prayers, and I know it means a lot to Chris.
And I'm sorry my nose is still running like it usually does. And eyes are watering now too. But
It really makes a difference.
it really does. So with all that said, we appreciate you guys going along on our journey with us, and
And quite a journey.
we'll try not to let it be so long next time. Hopefully, I'll start to feel a little bit better. The weather is getting nicer. I did start mowing grass a little bit.
So
When was that? That was Friday.
Well, so what happens is I'm used to him being in bed whenever I come home from work because he's sleeping all the time. So I work day shift. I come home. He's upstairs in bed, and so I get home on Friday, and the truck's gone. And I knew he was going to go over to his shop, but I didn't realize as he was mowing grass over there, and then whenever he got home, like 2 hours later,
I brought the mower home with me.
he wanted to mow in the yard here.
It was starting to get out of hand, and I felt
I felt
good on Friday.
What I'm saying though is I was in shock.
No, I'm sure you were.
Like that you had a sudden burst of energy and was able to do all these things.
Yep. And I did. I felt great on Friday.
And,
but I woke up Saturday and
he overdid it.
I felt horrible.
Just because you're deconditioned.
I came down on the couch and fell asleep until dinner, and then after dinner I went right up to bed.
But you're gonna keep pacing yourself.
And today I was hoping to go over to our dad's house and mow over there.
It rained yesterday, so it's okay.
I wasn't able to make it there. I ended up going upstairs and napping a good bit this afternoon from 1:30 to 5.
But you're going to pace yourself and get back to doing, and I just know it's one day at a time. So.
But anyhow, I hope you guys stick around and keep following us, and we appreciate you doing that. And don't forget to send me a message if you are wondering where I'm at. I will try to get back with you, but hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, we would love if you hit that subscribe button too. So with all that, stay tuned after this for some more videos, and
you get to listen to my peepers,
and we'll see y'all next time then on my stage journey. Thank you. Bye. Well, everybody, we're down here at Mom and Dad's for Easter Sunday. And, wow, what a setup they got going on here today. They got ham. I'm not sure what that is. It's some kind of, looks like cabbage and a mushroom gravy type thing. Baked beans. Is this sweet potatoes here, Pat? Is that sweet potato? With something in it? Looks like beans or something in it. Don't know. That's for the vegetarian side of our family. Carrots. And then over here are, of course, Pappy made his eggs and his potato salad that he likes so much. And here I got him these for Christmas. Spicy pickled quail eggs. So did anybody actually try the spicy quailed eggs?
Yes.
Yeah, a couple of them. They're good, aren't they?
Yeah, they're great.
We got them when we went on our anniversary trip at some country store along the road. And
They have them at Walmart.
They have them at Walmart now. Well, I got them at that new, it's like a Tractor Supply place
I know exactly what you're talking about.
in Long Meadow.
Long Meadow. Yeah.
They have a whole bunch of that
forget what it's
stuff there.
called, but I saw they had a ton of
Like Farm and Family or something like that. But so they are good then.
Yeah, they were good. They were spicy.
Did he eat one?
Yeah.
You won't eat one, huh?
I got one on my plate.
Okay.
You get your
Hi, Mama. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody. Happy Easter.
She doesn't have to drive me anywhere this week.
No.
I do have a Vroom, is what they call them. Vroom,
Zoom meeting.
Zoom meeting with the medical oncologist tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow.
It's Monday or Tuesday.
But he's going to go over the results of the MRI, which we already looked at. So we know it's good results. But I just don't know if he's going to have to do any more radiation to get rid of the rest of it or not.
Well,
But
we'll
that's
find
something we'll
out.
talk about tomorrow. And then I don't know how I got another Dr. Hawk meeting or appointment on Tuesday, but I was just at him, so I'm probably going to call them on Monday and cancel it because I know I have another one for them in May.
Okay.
But
So does Daddy.
and the rest of the family in here is eating. The kids are wanting to go to outside
One of my
for
favorite grandsons.
a Easter egg hunt. So when they get ready to do that, we'll be back.
On the front porch down to the right. There is one dinosaur ball for each.
Listen.
There's one Buzz Lightyear car for each. And there's one bubble gun for each.
Got all right?
Yeah.
And go.
Hey Bryson, I'm gonna teach
I was
you
gonna
too.
say,
He's gonna follow his brother around probably.
Yeah.
You need to go on your own.
We did with Tinsley and Noah yesterday and
Honey, go back here.
go this way, honey.
Go that way.
They would try to follow each other. But you don't have to follow each other.
You're right.
There's two of you.
It's kind of hard to hide the we got so many tips down.
Bryson, go.
Go. Got the bunny.
All right.
Keep looking for him.
There's more eggies.
Put it in.
Put it in your bucket.
There's enough for the flower and stuff like that.
And honey trips and falls and everything.
I see pig.
Over his own feet.
Look over there.
Hey, honey, right here. Look, hey, hey.
Go that way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, there's another one.
There's a whole bunch back here.
Ooh, I see a big one.
This is probably his first real doing it by himself, isn't it?
There's another one.
Keep
Did he
coming
do it
this
last
way.
year by himself?
Keep coming this
Over
way.
here, buddy.
Honey, over here.
Right here.
We're all telling him what to do.
keep whatever's in it. Hit him in the foot. Pick him up and throw him in.
Whoa.
Huh? He's inside.
Inside still. How many did you hide?
90,
Oh my goodness.
Wait, hold on a second.
Did
90?
you just say 90?
90,
Not 9?
91, I think.
Oh my.
And
We should have brought chairs. I was gonna say we're gonna have to help. We're gonna be here a while. Yeah, we're gonna have to help at some point.
2 dinosaur balls, 2 bubbles.
What's a
So
dinosaur?
what's this? Is this
It's a ball about this big.
coming from Camp David?
2 bubble things.
It's definitely a Navy color
Buzz Lightyear cars.
Cars too.
That's a big one.
Oh,
That's my favorite color.
that is a big one.
Usually there's 3 of them that have people in there.
I don't think so.
All the way over to Pappy's shed.
I don't think so.
Let's go look, Bryson.
Wait a minute. They were supposed to get 12 eggs each, and they were opening them and closing them.
Get it? You need some help?
Hard to find.
The weeds popped up like overnight.
No, those purpley ones, at least they're easy to pull out.
Over here and see.
After about a dozen of them.
All the way up.
People that mow the grass.
All the way up there, Bryce.
You can find 92, but they're still gonna be really.
He's running out of room in his bucket. He's running out of room in his bucket.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I was sitting on the porch eating my ice cream. And he comes out and he says, "Here you go. Go out and film our peepers." Well, for those of you that remember, I think it was last spring, I was showing all the frogs and excited about that, and I'm the crazy frog lady. Well, this time of year we have the spring peeper frogs, And I'm going to take you out here so we can listen to them. We also have a bunch of swallows that stay in the bamboo. And so they're settling in for the night and making all kinds of squawking noises. But we're going to head back here to the frog pond. And it's also a full moon trying to peek through. So I like to go out here and just enjoy the moon. So I'm going to swing you around and you can check it out. Minus that camper that needs to go. But this is one of my favorite things to do, is come out here and sit. Listen to the beepers. And the moon's trying to come through the trees. And later in summer we get some bullfrogs. But right now it's mostly the spring peepers, and they're tree frogs. They come out of the ground after the first thunderstorm, and it's amazing the sound. So the train's gonna interfere with my moment with the frogs, but just wanted to give you a little taste of... Oh, and there's the bats! Their first night of being out. Well, hopefully they don't come towards me, or you're gonna hear somebody yelling. There's actually a story about a bat that got in the house one night, and I'm sure Chris would prefer to tell the story, but basically it involved him with a tennis racket, I think, and me hiding in the bathroom with the door shut until he yelled at me, "Get down here!" So what did I do? Yeah, I came down, but I ran out the front door and supervised from outside. I know they won't hurt me, however, I didn't want to find out. So anywho, he wound up getting the bat, rescued me from the bat, and oh, the stories. We have so many stories. So anywho, we are grateful for this little bit of Happel's Meadow, and it's been a place of healing for me. When I went through my own medical crisis and cancer, I would just sit in nature and listen to the peepers and watch the birds and the bats from afar. But that's where I would find my connection to God and my healing, and it's still helping me now. So it's not much. It's a project. All the the house is always a money pit, but it is good energy and my connection. So I'm gonna go, and I think we'll have some news coming up, and we appreciate all of you sticking around for us.